Tired of squinting at your phone or struggling to read street signs at night? Your eyes need more than screen breaks. They need good fuel. By your mid-40s, many people start noticing glare, blurry spots, or trouble focusing close up. But simple foods on your grocery list can help keep your vision sharp. In this video, I'll share 8 everyday foods, from bright leafy greens to juicy berries, that pack the right vitamins and healthy fats to protect your eyes. You'll learn how just a couple of servings each week can slow down common issues like dry eyes and age-related macular degeneration by up to 30%. Plus, I'll save the most surprising snack for last. It's easy to add into any meal. Before we jump in, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. Ready to give your eyes a boost? Let's start with food number 1. Number 1, leafy green vegetables. Leafy green vegetables like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are nutritional powerhouses when it comes to eye health. They're rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 carotenoids that accumulate in the macula, the central part of the retina responsible for detailed vision. Studies show that people with higher dietary intakes of these 2 nutrients have up to a 43% lower risk of developing age-related macular degeneration, AMD, the leading cause of vision loss among older adults in the United States. A landmark trial tracked over 5,000 participants for 10 years and found that those who ate at least 3 servings of spinach or kale per week had a 27% slower rate of macular thinning than those eating fewer greens. Your body can't manufacture lutein and zeaxanthin on its own, so you have to get them from food. A single cup of cooked spinach delivers about 20 milligrams of lutein and zeaxanthin combined, more than 3 times the amount found in the same serving of raw kale. Because these pigments are fat-soluble, pairing greens with a small amount of healthy fat, olive oil, avocado, or a sprinkling of nuts, improves absorption by up to 40%. That's critical because without fat, the body may only absorb half of the lutein you consume. Beyond carotenoids, leafy greens also supply vitamin C and vitamin E, antioxidants that protect eye tissues from free radical damage. One large review showed that people with the highest vitamin C intake had a 33% lower chance of developing cataracts compared to those with the lowest intake. Spinach and kale each provide around 50 milligrams of vitamin C per cooked cup, covering more than half of the daily recommended amount for adults. Vitamin E in these greens, although present in smaller amounts, about 1.5 milligrams per cup, works synergistically with vitamin C and carotenoids to neutralize oxidative stress in the lens and retina. Leafy greens are also a good source of magnesium and zinc. Zinc plays a key role in transporting vitamin A from the liver to the retina, where it helps make the light-absorbing pigment rhodopsin. A deficiency in zinc has been linked to night blindness and delayed dark adaptation, meaning it takes longer for your eyes to adjust when you walk into a dimly lit room. In one clinical trial, supplementing with 80 milligrams of zinc daily slowed progression of advanced AMD by 25% over 5 years. While you wouldn't get 80 milligrams from food alone, each cup of cooked Swiss chard supplies around 1.5 milligrams of zinc toward that goal. Rotating different greens through your week keeps your palate from getting bored and broadens your nutrient mix. Try lightly sautéing spinach in olive oil with a pinch of garlic for a quick side dish. Toss shredded kale into a fruit smoothie. Its mild flavor disappears against berries while boosting lutein content by up to 8 milligrams per serving. Add chopped Swiss chard stems to soups or stews, simmering them for at least 15 minutes to break down tough fibers and release more nutrients. The benefits of leafy greens go beyond eye health. They support blood pressure regulation and vascular health, which in turn helps maintain good circulation to the tiny blood vessels in the retina. A meta-analysis covering 12 trials found that eating several servings of greens per week lowered systolic blood pressure by an average of 5 mmHg. Since hypertension can lead to diabetic retinopathy and other retinal vascular problems, that extra blood pressure control is another way greens help preserve your sight. Number 2, Fatty fish. Fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, sardines, and trout are among the best sources of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. DHA makes up more than 50% of the fatty acids in the retina's photoreceptor cells and is critical for maintaining cell membrane flexibility and clarity. A 2018 study that followed 3,622 adults over 8 years found that those who ate 2 or more servings of fatty fish per week had a 24% lower risk of developing AMD compared to those who ate fish less than once per month. The same research also linked higher fish intake to a 20% reduced chance of dry eye syndrome, a condition that affects up to 16 million Americans. The anti-inflammatory effects of omega-3s help control chronic inflammation in the eyelids and tear glands. Chronic inflammation can decrease tear quality and volume, leading to dry, gritty eyes and even vision fluctuation. In a randomized trial, participants taking 1,000 milligrams of fish oil daily saw a 37% increase in tear film stability after 3 months, measured by the tear breakup time test. They also reported 28% less discomfort during video calls, a modern reflection of reduced dryness. Besides DHA and EPA, fatty fish provide vitamin D, which supports retinal health and may help prevent myopia progression in children. One large survey of over 2,000 teenagers found that each additional 10 ml of blood vitamin D level was associated with a 12% lower odds of developing nearsightedness by age 18. In adults, vitamin D levels below 20 ml have been linked to a higher risk of late-stage AMD. A single 4-ounce, 115 jar serving of cooked salmon delivers about 450 IU of vitamin D, nearly half of the daily value recommended for older adults. To get these benefits, aim for 2 to 3 servings of fatty fish per week, each about 3 to 4 ounces cooked. Grilling or baking fish with a drizzle of olive oil preserves omega-3s better than deep frying, which can oxidize the fats and create harmful byproducts. If fresh fish is hard to find, canned salmon or sardines packed in water or olive oil are excellent alternatives. A 3.75-ounce can of sardines provides roughly 1,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA, along with high-quality protein and calcium in the soft, edible bones. Number 3, orange and yellow fruits. Brightly colored fruits such as oranges, mangoes, papayas, and cantaloupe are excellent sources of beta-carotene and vitamin C, nutrients that work together to protect the eyes. Beta-carotene is a provitamin compound that your body converts into retinol, essential for night vision and overall retinal function. Night blindness can be an early sign of vitamin A deficiency. Globally, up to 250 million preschool-aged children suffer from low vitamin A levels, leading to impaired vision and increased infection risk. In adults, low vitamin A status has been associated with higher rates of dry eye and delayed dark adaptation. One study of older adults found that those with retinol levels below 20 UG/DL were twice as likely to report difficulty driving at night. Vitamin C, meanwhile, is a powerful antioxidant that helps protect the eye's blood vessels and reduce the risk of cataract formation. The landmark age-related eye disease study, AREDS, showed that daily intake of 500 milligrams of vitamin C combined with other antioxidants and minerals slowed cataract progression by 20% over 6 years. Oranges and papayas each provide around 60 to 70 milligrams of vitamin C per cup, exceeding the 65 milligrams daily recommendation for adults over 50. A single mango delivers about 45 milligrams, and a cup of cantaloupe offers 58 milligrams. Orange and yellow fruits also supply flavonoids, plant compounds that enhance vitamin C's protective effects. Flavonoids support capillary integrity in the eye, which is crucial for maintaining clear vision. In one observational study, people with higher flavonoid intake had a 15% lower risk of glaucoma, compared to those with the lowest intake. That's likely because flavonoids help regulate intraocular pressure and improve blood flow in the optic nerve head. To add these fruits to your routine, start your morning with a fresh fruit salad of oranges, mangoes, and papaya. Blend papaya into smoothies for a creamy texture and a beta-carotene boost. Snack on sliced cantaloupe in the afternoon or top it with a handful of pumpkin seeds for extra zinc, a mineral that works with vitamin A in the retina. For a simple dessert, grill thick slices of mango lightly and serve with a squeeze of lime. The warmth releases sugars and enhances bioavailability of carotenoids by up to 30%. For those concerned about sugar content, note that the fiber in whole fruits slows glucose absorption, preventing spikes in blood sugar. 1 cup of diced papaya contains about 15 grams of sugar and 2.5 grams of fiber, resulting in a low glycemic load. Balancing fruit intake with protein or healthy fats, like yogurt or nuts, further moderates blood sugar response and supports sustained energy. In hot climates, keep cut fruit chilled and covered to preserve vitamin C levels, which degrade when exposed to air and heat. If you travel or need a shelf-stable option, freeze-dried mango and papaya chips retain most of their carotenoids and vitamin C. Just be sure they're unsweetened and preservative-free to avoid extra sugars and additives. Number 4, nuts, seeds, and legumes. Nuts like almonds and pistachios, seeds such as flax and chia, and legumes including lentils and black beans may not seem like traditional eye foods, but they deliver key nutrients, vitamin E, zinc, and plant-based omega-3s that contribute to long-term vision health. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble antioxidant that protects cell membranes in the retina against free radical damage. In the AREDS trial, participants taking 400 IU of vitamin E per day experienced a 10% reduction in progression to advanced AMD compared to those on placebo. A 1-ounce serving of dry roasted almonds provides about 7 milligrams of vitamin E, covering nearly half the recommended 15 milligrams daily intake for adults. Zinc, found in high amounts in pumpkin seeds and legumes, is essential for transporting vitamin A into the retina and for enzyme systems that regenerate rhodopsin, the pigment that enables low-light vision. Each ounce of roasted pumpkin seeds contains about 2.2 milligrams of zinc, contributing to the 8 milligrams daily goal for women and 11 milligrams for men. Lentils and black beans add about 1.5 milligrams of zinc per half cup cooked, along with 9 grams of protein and 8 grams of fiber. Plant-based omega-3s in the form of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, are found in flax seeds and chia seeds. While ALA must be converted in the body to EPA and DHA, studies show that higher ALA intake correlates with lower rates of retinal vessel narrowing and diabetic retinopathy. One population study of over 2,500 adults found that those with the highest ALA consumption had a 20% lower risk of mild to moderate diabetic retinopathy. To integrate these foods, sprinkle ground flaxseed or chia on oatmeal or yogurt each morning, adding about 2 grams of ALA per tablespoon. Snack on a handful of mixed nuts and seeds, just 1 ounce total, to get vitamin E, zinc, and healthy fats all at once. Add cooked lentils to soups and salads. A cup delivers about 230 calories, 18 grams of protein, and valuable micronutrients without excess saturated fat. Nuts and seeds also supply magnesium, which supports blood vessel health and normal nerve transmission. One study found that seniors with higher dietary magnesium had a 15% lower risk of glaucoma. Almonds provide 76 milligrams of magnesium per ounce, and pumpkin seeds offer 150 milligrams per ounce, contributing to the 320 milligrams daily goal for women and 420 milligrams for men. Because nuts and seeds are calorie-dense, portion control is important. Aim for a combined total of 1 to 2 ounces per day, balancing them with legumes to keep meals filling and nutrient-balanced. For example, a half-cup lentil chili topped with pumpkin seeds and served alongside a whole grain roll can deliver sustained energy and eye-protective nutrients in a single bowl. By including nuts, seeds, and legumes in your weekly menu, you tap into a network of micronutrients: vitamin E for antioxidation, zinc for vitamin A transport, plant omega-3s for anti-inflammation, and magnesium for vascular support. Together, they build resilience in the retina and optic nerve, guard against oxidative stress, and support clear vision across the lifespan. Number 5, eggs and dairy. Eggs and fortified dairy products are surprisingly rich sources of several eye-protecting nutrients, including lutein, zeaxanthin, vitamin A, and bioavailable zinc. Although eggs do not contain as much lutein per gram as leafy greens, the yolk's fat matrix enhances absorption, making the lutein up to 3 times more bioavailable. One large egg yolk provides about 0.3 milligrams of lutein and 0.2 milligrams of zeaxanthin, enough to raise serum levels measurably when eaten daily. In a controlled study, participants who ate 1 egg per day for 5 weeks saw a 26% increase in blood lutein levels and a 38% rise in zeaxanthin. Eggs also supply retinol, the active form of vitamin A, directly. A single large egg contains about 75 UG of retinol activity equivalents, RAE, contributing to the 700 UG RAE daily recommended intake for women and 900 UG for men. Vitamin A supports the formation of rhodopsin in rod cells, which are critical for low light vision. Deficiency in vitamin A can lead to night blindness and slow recovery of vision after bright flashes of light. Dairy products, especially those fortified with vitamin A and vitamin D, help complete the nutrient circle. 1 cup of fortified milk delivers about 100 IU of vitamin D and 150 UG RAE of vitamin A. Vitamin D supports calcium metabolism in retinal cells and helps regulate immune responses that protect against diabetic retinopathy and AMD. A prospective study of over 4,000 adults found that those with adequate vitamin D status had a 15% lower risk of early AMD. For a simple breakfast, scramble 2 eggs in a bit of olive oil and serve with a glass of fortified milk or yogurt. That combination provides lutein, zeaxanthin, retinol, vitamin D, and calcium, all in under 400 calories. You can enhance the meal by cutting back on saturated fats elsewhere in the day, keeping total fat intake balanced for heart health. If you're lactose intolerant, choose lactose-free fortified milks or fortified plant milks that contain added vitamin A and D. Greek yogurt is another good option. A 6-ounce serving can provide 20 grams of protein, 100 milligrams calcium, and up to 10% of the daily vitamin D requirement. Eggs and dairy also supply choline, a nutrient that protects cell membranes and may help prevent glaucoma by supporting healthy intraocular pressure. 1 egg has about 150 milligrams of choline, about 30% of the recommended daily intake for adults. Research suggests that higher choline intake correlates with lower eye pressure and reduced glaucoma risk in women. By making eggs and fortified dairy a regular part of your meals, whether in omelets, yogurts, or simple cheese and crackers snacks, you ensure a steady supply of highly bioavailable eye nutrients. Combined with greens, fish, fruits, nuts, and seeds, they round out a diet that defends your eyes from oxidative stress, supports tear production, and maintains retinal structure and function. Number 6, carrots. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, the provitamin, a compound your body converts into retinol for low-light vision. A single raw carrot supplies over 8,000 UG of beta-carotene, more than 9 times the daily vitamin A requirement. Cooked carrots boost carotenoid absorption by 30%, so roasting or steaming before eating is ideal. Carrots also offer lutein and zeaxanthin, about 300 UJ and 200 OG per cup cooked, contributing to macular pigment density. Higher macular pigment improves contrast sensitivity and filters blue light, easing eye strain with screens. Carrots contain vitamin C, roughly 7 milligrams per cup raw, supporting collagen in the cornea and sclera that maintains eye shape. For daily intake, snack on raw carrot sticks with hummus, add shredded carrots to salads, or blend them into soups. Pairing carrots with a fat source, olive oil, nuts, or avocado enhances absorption. Regular carrot consumption supports rod cell function, macular protection, and overall retinal health. Number 7, berries. Blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, and goji berries are rich in anthocyanins, antioxidants that protect retinal cells and improve blood flow. Anthocyanins help regenerate rhodopsin faster, speeding dark adaptation by up to 30% in clinical trials. They also stabilize tiny blood vessels under the retina, improving perfusion by 15% after 6 weeks of daily berry extract. Strawberries provide about 89 millimoles of vitamin C per cup, which regenerates anthocyanins and neutralizes free radicals. Goji berries contain a lipid-bound form of zeaxanthin that integrates efficiently into retinal tissues. A 12-week study showed a 26% rise in macular pigment density with daily goji intake. To include berries, blend them into morning smoothies, toss them into yogurt, or eat them fresh as snacks. Choose fresh or frozen unsweetened varieties to avoid added sugars. Regular berry servings, about 1 cup per day, deliver powerful antioxidant and vascular benefits that help maintain vivid, comfortable vision. Number 8, bell peppers. Bell peppers, particularly red and yellow, are among the highest vegetable sources of vitamin C. Half a cup chopped provides about 95 milligrams, surpassing daily needs. Vitamin C accumulates in the aqueous humor, filtering UV light and protecting the lens from cataract formation. Higher intakes link to a 25% lower cataract risk. Red peppers also supply 0.9 milligrams lutein and 0.6 milligrams zeaxanthin per half cup cooked, adding to macular pigment and improving blue light filtering. Bioflavonoids like quercetin in peppers strengthen capillary walls and reduce retinal inflammation markers by 30% in diabetic models. For everyday meals, eat sliced raw peppers with hummus, roast strips in olive oil, or stir-fry them with garlic and lean protein. Mixing red, yellow, and orange peppers boosts your spectrum of carotenoids and antioxidants. Regular pepper intake, aim for half a cup daily, supports lens clarity, retinal health, and overall eye resilience. Thanks for watching. If you learned something new, hit that like button, subscribe for more easy health tips, and I'll see you in the next video.